So good morning and welcome to At Home with the LMP. It's about 20 to 6 in the morning and I'm up nice and early to look after our new puppy. Of course, to make things slightly more interesting for us as a family, we got a puppy just after the lockdown came into effect. And it's the first few nights are like having a newborn, but she settled down beautifully actually, and she's doing great. But she does like her early mornings, and my husband usually works quite late into the night, so I'm up nice and bright and early every morning. It's quite nice actually, because it gives me a chance to get my head straight for the day and think about everything that I've got to get done today. So on the list today, there is some teaching, homeschooling, hopefully some practice, hopefully get outside, and we'll see how the day goes. I have to say, I had my doubts about how teaching online was going to be. I teach at this wonderful school in Oxfordshire with an amazing and progressive and friendly and supportive music department, and they have spent days and days and days trying to make the format workable, and they've done a great job. And I'm teaching boys from all over the world. So yesterday I taught one from Nigeria, one in China, one in Jersey, and one in Cambridge in succession, and they all came on and had a good lesson. It's absolutely wonderful.
We're making bread.
Hello, and this is my little one Thea, who is, how old are you, Thea?
4.
You're 4. And what are we doing this morning, Thea?
We're making bread.
We're going to make some bread. Now the bread we make is Irish soda bread, which is very convenient because we don't need to use any yeast, which we can't seem to get at the moment. So here we go. So Thea, are you going to mix the next bit of the bread?
Yes.
Right, so I'm just going to pour this in here. I can get my... Right, you do a bit of mixing there. So it's 9:30 in the morning, and I have just taught 2 students on Zoom, one from the Far East and one from Africa. And I'm about to take my first ensemble class. I've arranged a project for them all to do, because obviously we can't actually do an ensemble, but I will get back to you and let's see how it goes. Well, that went very well. They all turned up looking a bit bleary-eyed, but we had a great session talking about all things clarinet related, and we're putting together a project involving audio, video, some writing, some arranging, and I'm going to check it all and we shall produce a piece of work. Alana's upstairs doing maths, and Thea, what are you doing, Thea?
Painting again.
You're painting. What are you going to paint today?
I'm painting all of these mirrors.
It's now 11:15, and Alana has finished her 2 10-minute tests, so let's have a look how she's got on. Alana is training the puppy. I don't know why we decided to get a puppy in lockdown. We must have been completely and utterly crazy. So it's 11:30 and it's our turn to read the story for the friends of Thea, who are all her preschool friends. So we're waiting for people to join at the moment, aren't we, Thea? And what story are we having today?
The lady who swallowed a fly.
Yes, The Lady Who Swallowed a Fly.
And it's a pop-up book.
It's a pop-up book, isn't it? It's a lovely pop-up book. So now it's about 12 o'clock and we finished our Zoom story time with Thea and her friends. Alana has been doing her violin practice, so over to you, Alana.
I'm going to play Confidence, which is composed by Mozart.
So we're walking through the Bluebell Woods, Harding's Wood, and it's just a carpet of bluebells and absolutely extraordinary scent. This afternoon we went for a beautiful walk in some bluebell woods that are just by the house, and we came back and I did about 3 hours teaching, and then I settled down and did the timetables for next week, sorted it all out and did the Zoom invites for next week. And the day has been so busy, I haven't really had time to think about anything much. I was just clearing up downstairs a few minutes ago, and the quartet from the end of Act 1 of Rigoletto came on the radio, and this huge wave of emotion, partly memories of sitting in the pit playing it when I've been lucky enough to freelance with the opera houses in London, and also a feeling of the beauty of the music and how it transports you out of this everyday world, but also a terrible sadness about when this music might be done live again in those stunning opera houses all over the world, with glorious singers and an audience being transported again out of their everyday existence, which is for me what music is all about. It's a way of making people feel, and a way of helping people work through emotions, and the beauty of what we do is always what's driven me, as well as the buzz of playing with my wonderful colleagues and the journeys we go on musically when we start a programme for a concert and see it through to the end. The last concert I did before the lockdown was Howard Shelley's 70th birthday celebrations. I'm so glad that we were able to do that and that it was such a success. I have no idea how Howard managed to do it. So all I think we musicians can do is keep playing and keep the love of music alive. So when little Thea gets into bed, I can take myself downstairs, get out my clarinet and play for an hour or so, and just remember why it is I do this crazy job that I love so much. It's been a pleasure living my day and recording bits of it with you, and I hope you enjoy a snapshot into the life of a rather insanely busy mum and musician, and I hope very much that we will meet soon. Good night and goodbye.